Lawyer for Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene said this week she was not a participant in the January 6th violence. She was a victim. There were text messages revealed this week in which she was discussing martial law with Mark Meadows, then chief of staff. Do you need to ask her a few questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to ask her a few questions. We know some things. I won't confirm or deny the text messages, of course, but let me just say this. For Marjorie Taylor Greene to say she's a victim, it's amazing how, folks like her attack everybody for being a victim. I mean, she assaulted, I think, a survivor's family from a school shooting at some point in D.C. She stood outside a congresswoman's office and yelled at her through a mail slot and said she was too scared to come out and confront her. And then when Marjorie Taylor Greene is confronted, she's all of a sudden a victim and a poor, helpless congresswoman that's just trying to do her job. It's insane. We want the information. Look, history is not going to judge her or people like her that are buying the big lie. Well, I firmly believe that.
Where did this absurd idea of Marjorie Taylor Greene being a victim come from?
Our country's elected leaders were victimized right here in the very halls of Congress. Representative Greene was a victim of this attack. Her life was in danger, she thought. She was scared and confused. Her children were frantic about what was going on and feared for her safety.
So, Greene was a victim of a violent mob that was doing exactly what Greene wanted them to do. Was she a victim when she verbally attacked David Hogg, a teenage survivor of a mass shooting?
You can't defend your stance? How did you get over 30 appointments with senators? How'd you do that? How did you get major press coverage on this issue? And how did you get kids? Why do you use kids? Why kids? If school zones were protected with security guards with guns, there would be no mass shootings at schools. Do you know that? The best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. But yet you're attacking our Second Amendment. And you have nothing to say. No words.
She also harassed AOC for no reason.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary through the taxes that you collect from me through the IRS because I'm a tax-paying citizen of the United States. I'm a woman, I'm a female business owner, and I'm proud to be an American woman. And I do not support your socialist policies, and I do not support your murderous abortion policies. As a mother of 3 children, I'm appalled at New York's law for abortion, and it needs to end and it needs to stop now. You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it, as well as my friends. So you need to stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a flap, a little flap.
It's kind of like her. She's kind of
Sad.
She's like, she keeps flapping her gums.
Oh,
is like,
flappy,
is,
flappy.
Yeah. Okay, well,
This is like child games.
This is child session.
The committee investigating Greene is hinting that it has damning information that has not yet been released to the public. The committee already has enough evidence to end her career. Marjorie Taylor Greene has violated Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which prohibits members of Congress from engaging in an insurrection. This is what she was saying to Trump supporters in the lead up to the insurrection.
America reelected Donald J. Trump for 4 more years. You can't allow it to just transfer power peacefully like Joe Biden wants and allow him to become our president because he did not win this election. It's being stolen and the evidence is there. There's a large group of us. We're organizing an effort to object to the Electoral College votes for Joe Biden in key states where there's real evidence that this election has been stolen. I am very convicted in what we're going to be doing on January 6th, and it's historic, and I feel it's very, very important. On January 6th, if you're able, there are going to be possibly 1 million or more people coming to Washington to be there for this historic event. It's critical for everyone to show up and show the nation who we are. We aren't a people that are going to go quietly into the night. We are not a people that are going to be thrust into socialism without stopping it.
She literally told Trump supporters to not allow a peaceful transfer of power. Now she is claiming that she had nothing to do with the insurrection and that she is a victim. We hold Republicans accountable for their repetitive lies, their opposition to equality, and their attempts to disrupt our democracy. Support independent media by liking and subscribing. We also release many articles per day on our website. You'll find the link in the description.